Hey YouTube, yeah, having more microphone problems. It's a flipping nightmare. So that's not actually why I was doing this video. This is actually the first time I've done a video like this. I am not comfortable wearing these earphones. I'm assuming it's working. The second time doing the video, yeah, okay. I feel a little bit like a tank commander. So I play my Westone Concorde H2 here. So this goes back. I think I've had a rant about this in the car before. I was selling. This is about internet people, keyboard warriors as such. I was selling an Epiphone Explorer for a friend last year before, and I looked it up, find out what model it was. It had a case, it was in great condition. It was the black one with a set neck, whatever the model was. Looked them up on eBay. Knew they were like, so there was some for sort of 700-800 quid, and then the ones that had sold were kind of like 450, 500 depending on condition sort of thing. So I put it up for 450 or 500 because it had the case as well. Put it up on one of the local music marketplace Facebook advert things, and within a couple of minutes I had a comment that said, "Mate, just to help you out here, mate, I've sold tons of these Epiphone Explorers, never for more than £200, all over the place. Someone would be stupid to buy this for £500 or whatever it was, because you've got it for 200 blah 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 blah." And like, you don't get Epiphone Explorers for £200. Maybe 10 years ago you did, but the ones you got 10 years ago were not the model with the through neck and but it was a completely different model. So I just thought, but that's the first comment. So anyone who looks at the advert for the guitar, the first comment is, "Oh, for fuck's sake, that's a shite thing." How is that all right? I chinned the guy. I was like, "Up here, thanks for doing this." It's like, "What do you mean, mate?" What a dick. So basically, I don't use that page anymore. If anyone's watching and knows which page it is, I don't tend to use anymore. I can't be bothered with that shit. I mean, but how's that any? Even if it was true, say it was true, it's not though. It's not. There's nobody has ever bought that model of Epiphone Explorer for 200 quid. Nobody's ever bought that unless they were holding them up at gunpoint. No, it didn't happen, right? But even if it did, why put it in the comments? Why not message me to say, "Oh, you've made a mistake there"? And it's like, it's 'cause you're a dick. And you know you're a dick, and you're doing it to be a dick. Yeah. So basically, what happened this morning was I was looking up. The reason I've got the Westone out. Somebody and Jen's just got one as well. A different. Hers is the two pickups, a shorter scale. It looks really good. But amazing when she's painted it. On one of the Japanese guitar sites, someone's trying to sell their Westone Concorde. It's a black one, and it was like, it said, I think the advert said plenty battle damage and blah blah blah, fully working. And then, so the first comment, up an hour after or something, the first comment, main comment is this one. I've even fucking deleted his name out. This is just a rant video. I don't normally do these. Even right down to the use of the word mate. Anyway, basically, I know it's not always meant that way. I've got some of my pals use it, and I have to. I kind of wince, but I can accept it. I know it's not meant, but don't want to be rude. Mate, I just hear that when someone says mate, it's like, basically, yeah, fucking dick is what it, don't want to be rude, mate. It's like, of course you mean to be rude. That's exactly why you've done it. But you're not getting anywhere near £250 for that. Scratch plate munted, right, using comedy words to try and make it sound, and badly patched. Mismatched tuner bushings and a missing dust cover, right? So the scratch plate's been damaged. It's got some of the tuner bushings are not the original tuner bushings, because you need the Japanese. They're not all the same, right? No, and missing dust cover. I mean, imagine having a missing dust cover. It would be fucking full of dust. I've sold Concorde 3s for much less. Oh, sorry, scratch to hell and back. It did say battle damage, blah, blah, blah. I've sold Concorde 3s for much less. I'd be amazed if you get over 200, to be honest. Not slating you, just giving you a realistic buyer's view. What a nice guy. Isn't he really helpful and cool? It's gone. Right, it took me too long, and just to set this up. I can't find the ad anymore, but I did take a photo of it just because it was annoying me that much. So what I was going to do is I was going to type in and go, don't want to be rude, mate. But anyone who, like me, who doesn't know anything about this post or you, sees this and thinks you look like a total fanny, mate, just giving you a perspective view of someone who's just seen this post on somebody else's sale post, you look like a total fanny. Don't want to be rude, mate. Yeah, so that was really my rant. I'm actually a little bit more annoyed about it now, seeing as the condenser mic's died. It's fucked, it's going in the bin. It's intermittent. It's definitely not working the way it was or should be working. Aye. So I'm a bit annoyed about that. And it's also the thing about I've immediately into it, so I know this, right? If he's sold Concorde 3s, right, that means more than one. So he's sold, and you're thinking bare minimum 2 Concorde 3s, right? How many Concorde 3s have you seen? They made them for 1 year, right? Concorde 3s, 1983, because I've got a Concorde H3. No, I've got a Spectrum 3, which came out in 1984, which replaced the Concorde 3, which they only made in 1983. So it's got to be. So he's had a couple of them. I don't think I've definitely never seen one. I've only ever seen in person 3 or 4 Concords, and I've probably seen 10 or maybe a wee bit more than that for sale over the last 10 years. Right, that's including bases. So if he did sell more than one Concorde 3, right, and he sold them for much less than 250, much less than 250 is not 200, much less than 250 is 150, yeah. He's been selling, how long ago do you think he sold these Concorde 3s for £150 or less? Remember, there's more than one of them, so it's twice as rare. So maybe 10 years ago, a Concorde 3 was worth 150 quid. Now it's worth 250 quid. Maybe you sold it too cheap. Maybe it was more than 10 years ago. Maybe it was 20 years ago. Because you go back 20 years, suddenly the guitar's only 10 years old and it was only £120 new, so no one's going to be paying more than what they paid for it new for a 10-year-old guitar. Rant over. Bit of a philosophical one. I don't know if I'll have the mic, but this might actually end up having to be tonight's video. But it's something different, isn't it? I need to fix the output socket on this wee Concorde. It's a lovely wee guitar. And just for the record, it's like, surprised you get much more than £100 for a fully working with original pickups, West Tone, Japanese Matsumoku made guitar. That, as he said, it's scratched and bashed to hell in that back. Look how many times this guitar has been dropped and bashed off things, and it's still rock solid. Oh, I was tempted to put in my own wee comment. Or I could just say, I bought my Concorde 3 for £20, therefore that's all I want. This guy wants £250 for it. I only paid 20. You'd be stupid to pay more than 20 for one. Yeah. So don't be a dick on the internet. Although this is technically me being a bit of a dick. But I'm not forcing this on someone else's page. You have to come here and watch it. So this is my ground. Not on your comment. That was, to be honest, that was when I first got the internet, first got Facebook, looking up the guitar things. I remember seeing one of the first posts I ever saw on whatever guitar site it was it the Fender Strat one or whatever. It was some guy going at that pair, yeah, I've always wanted to play the guitar, blah, 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 being a Hank Marvin or Dick Mark Knopfler fan, whatever it is. So here I bought my first ever Squire starter pack. He's got like a red Strat and a wee 10-watt amp, and I'm really looking forward to playing the guitar. And the first comment was, oh, you should have just saved up and bought a real guitar. And it was all these people just going, oh, you've bought the cheap shit Squire. And those amps are terrible, by the way. There wasn't Whereas I saw that picture and went, oh, good on you, mate. Excellent. Fucking brilliant starting off. You just got a square strat and you're going to get stuck into it. Fantastic. That'll see you good. No. Oh, you should just have saved up. You should just have paid, instead of paying £150, you should have just spent £500 and got a proper guitar. And you're just like, oh. Sorry, that was another wee rant. I'm quite enjoying this wee rant thing. Rant corner might be a thing. I quite like the way that I could. Hopefully, this is recorded. Rock on. Catch you later.